You need to take your head out of Trump's ass and start doing your representation of us.
Okay, so before we even get into this, I need you to understand something. This is not just some random angry guy yelling at a politician. This is a man whose family has been on this land for over 100 years. His great-great-grandfather helped build something in this community. And right now, in front of a sitting United States congressman, he is about to tell him that he is losing all of it. Moments like this don't happen very often. And when they do, you remember them.
My name is Fred Higginbotham.
Hi, Fred.
I've lived in Polk County since '98. I was a firefighter in California. I saw what can happen when a state works together with its people. This state does not know how to do that. I inherited a century farm from my father because he was born, raised here. My great-great-grandfather helped open this university. I am pissed, and I'm pissed at you because I have emailed you because it's easier for me than to try to talk on the phone without profanity. I would appreciate you taking your father's U.S. Constitution book, read it, study it, make your own lines underneath it, and get Trump out of office. The man is a dictator. He knows nothing about what he talks about. I listened to him for about a half hour today, and I got sick at all the lies he brought up. Now, I'm about ready to lose my farm. Do you know why? I'm sure you don't know why.
Lose your what, sir?
Farm.
Farm?
Yeah.
Why is that, sir?
Because Missouri does not have wills. They have trust. They have legal zigzags. And a trust, most people don't know anything about. So I'm dealing with a state that's a crooked state, doesn't care about what farmers happen. The only reason why we have farmers today is because the federal government funds them. How much money of our tax money goes to farmers? Farmers work very hard, but they're funded by the federal government, not by selling groceries. That's what Foster Farms and all of those characters, that's where they get their money. The price of steaks, $20 a pound, because of big business. You want to straighten out the budget? Start taxing corporations and the wealthy, like we've been telling you.
Okay, stop right there, because I need you to catch what just happened. Fred doesn't just say one thing. He starts pulling back the curtain on a system that most people sitting in comfortable offices in Washington have absolutely no idea exists. Legal structures so complicated that the average farmer doesn't even understand what they signed. And then he says something that most politicians on both sides never want to say out loud, that American farming as we know it doesn't survive without government money. This isn't some professor making this point from a classroom. This is a man with dirt under his fingernails telling you directly that the price of that steak you bought last week has nothing to do with the free market working the way politicians pretend it does.
Do you think we're idiots? Do you think we don't pay taxes? Do you think that we don't have to make budgets? You talk about half-truths when I listen to you. You know nothing about taking care of children because you've always had a really good-paying job. You know nothing about what a working-class citizen does. Come down here. Come down here and start trying to pay your medical insurance. Come down here and walk into Costco to try to feed your family, to feed your kid that's moved out, to feed your great-grandchildren. I had a very good job in California, and I'm able to feed my family, and it goes all the way to great-grandchildren. You're not helping me. Believe me, you're not helping me. You need to take your head out of Trump's ass and start doing your representation of us.
Thank you. Did you say your name's Fred?
Yeah.
Fred, thank you so much, and I appreciate your passion, your love for our country.
I served 4 years for it.
Well, thank you. Appreciate your service. I do. You know,
I also know what the Constitution is.
I appreciate that. No, I do appreciate your service. Owning a small business is tough. Thank you for that, and thank you for being a good father and grandfather. A great grandfather, good. I just had my first grandchild. As far as I'm trying to take notes here on some of the things that you brought to light, and I want to respond to those. Our office, you feel like they're non-responsive. You're not getting answers that you need when you email. Is that correct?
Not at all.
You're not getting any responses.
No.
Becky will get with you after this meeting. Your full name, because every time someone emails or calls our office, it goes into a computer system called Fireside, and we keep track of the conversations, what we have told you, the responses. Jake just gave you a card there, and we'll be glad to work with you. I really want to have an open line of communications. You know, sometimes I'm even in my office and my staff doesn't really like this, but I answer the phone. When I'm in the district and when I'm in D.C., if I have free time, I'm not in a committee meeting or on the House floor, I like to answer the phone because I like to hear from people like you, because an email does not capture the passion with which you presented your argumentation today, and I appreciate that. You're right, our farmers have not had a great deal. I do believe that the so-called subsidies or the safety nets that farmers receive are imperative to their survival. In order for a farmer to make a living these days, to plant a crop, they have to borrow the money to do that.
And this right here is what makes this whole moment so uncomfortable to watch if you're that congressman. Because Fred didn't come in here with a rehearsed speech. He didn't come with notes. He didn't come with a PR team coaching him on what to say and what not to say. He came with a lifetime of experience. He came as a veteran who served 4 years for this country. He came as a firefighter who spent years protecting other people's lives in California. He came as a father, a grandfather, a great-grandfather, who is watching everything his family built slowly slip away, while politicians sit in rooms like this one and talk about passion and appreciation without actually changing a single thing. And notice what the congressman does when Fred finishes. He thanks him. He appreciates his passion. He mentions a computer system called Fireside that tracks emails. He talks about answering phones. He congratulates Fred on being a great-grandfather. And sure, maybe some of that is genuine. But Fred didn't walk into that room looking for a thank you. He walked in looking for results. And that gap right there between what politicians offer and what working class Americans actually need, that gap is exactly why moments like this one keep happening all over this country. And they are going to keep happening until someone actually starts listening.